And it is on. To the left of the map, dual side, we have in the red color the player for Team Slayers. It is Ryung. And he is up against his Terran opponent, against another one of Jim Rayner's assistants. We have in the blue color, starting for TSL, for Team SCV Live, TSL Heart. Blue against red, Terran versus Terran, TSL against Slayers. And dual side is the map, so let's see what these two are up to. Already an SCV en route to the wall-off. So just no proxy action this time. Only building the supply depot, not sending out an SCV. So yeah, we have a dual side game, and usually dual side games involve a lot around 1-1-1 builds, around Banshee play. So let's see if this is what we are going to see this time. We don't have a gas first so far. No gas first just yet, and no gas at all, by the way. So let's see if we have once again the gasless expand. That's also a very valid build on dual side. It's a very short map, very small map. Pushed instances are not too long, so you can get away with an expansion, but you always have to prepare for the Banshee play. That's something that is really common on dual side. And we have gas for Ryung this time. No gas for his opponent, no gas for Hard. Certainly looks like Hard is going for the expansion on dual side, while his opponent is trying to play a little bit more aggressive. Nope, there's the gas for Hard as well. Hard getting the refinery a little bit later than his opponent, is already done for Ryung. So one SCV is going to scout, should be able to sneak into the main base. There's the tech lab and the SCV shutting down. No, yeah, there it is. There's the supply depot. We have the tech lab being built at the barracks. Some kind of Reaper play. The Reaper expand. Let's have a quick look at the SCV for Ryung. It also was denied access to the main base. The Reaper being built for Ryung now, and we have a tech lab for Hard. Both of them going for the same build now. It's going to be close, going to come down to micro in the early stage of the game. And interestingly enough, we already have the second refinery. So how much gas does he have now? He should probably only build one Reaper. That's probably all there's to it, and then start with a factory right away. So it's going to be Banshees after all, I guess. And where's the factory? And ta-da! There we go. Factory play for Ryung. The Reaper is on its way, and a second Reaper has not just been built yet, probably following it up with a bunch of... Nope, there's the second Reaper nonetheless. So Reaper expansion for Hard, kind of the build that we expected from both players, but Ryung with a little bit of mind games. He is building Reapers, that's for sure, but at the same time he's building a factory and tries to get a bit more aggressive with the double gas that he has now. He can build a starport right away if he wants to, and he can also just get the tech lab and start with the cloak if he wants to. But no, here's going to be another expansion. Yep, both of them are going for the play evolving around the second base, so none of them is trying to get too aggressive with the Banshee play. Two additional barracks being built by Hard, who once again tries to rely on his bio units. We've seen mech play come out of Ryung. That's the style that he favors, and upon finishing his factory is so far only building a Hellion. There's the second SCV coming out, not the second, but the SCV coming out to build the starport. And yeah, the Reapers just making sure that there's no scouting going on whatsoever. So starport being built now for Ryung. He's a lot faster with his tech. Well, the factory just switching over in order to build the reactor. And this is just a tiny little bit weird. He could have just built this starport at the bottom and not right next to the factory. Then he would have saved himself the time to switch his factory over, losing a couple of seconds. Well, that's definitely something that he can improve on in the future. But for now, it doesn't matter all that much. Let's have a quick look into the main base of his opponent. Once again, an SCV trying to get some scouting information. Doesn't see anything at all except for the orbital command in the back. We have 25 to 25 harvesters and one engineering bay, getting the +1 attack upgrade, being a little bit further ahead. And there's the cloak and the Banshee nonetheless. Going for cloak and Banshee, switching the staff, but actually at the front and not in the back. Okay, cloak, Banshees coming up. No additional scouting so far for Hard, and he still has 3 Reapers. 3 Reapers can one-shot an SCV. So if he is able to sneak into his opponent's main base while attacking with the Banshee, if he's not scouted with the Reapers, then he can do a lot of damage as he can just one-shot SCVs, and he might be able to succeed if he's just feigning a little bit of pressure at the front. So far he doesn't do anything like it. That's the scan in the main base, and he knows about the Marines, he knows about the expansion, and he will probably be moved down to the low ground very, very soon. There it is. The Reapers are getting into a position. We have more factories being built for Ryung. He's once again favoring his mech play. Second factory now just being produced, and the Banshee. There's the Banshee, the additional Hellions, the Reapers as well. And the Banshee is in the back. No cloak. He cancels the cloak, trying to put out some pressure. And the Reapers and the Hellions are about to engage, guys. Here we go. And he is killing... Whoa! He's killing all of the Marines. He's killing nearly all of the Marines that were at the bottom. That was a nice engagement so far for Hart. And, well, he lost a few units, but at the same time he killed a ton of Marines. 650 minerals lost against 450. Blue Flame coming up again. And here's Ryung with the Banshee once again trying to take down a couple of Marines. Doing a good job. The Marine count now is on 18. 18 for Hart. He cannot really move out with the army that he has right now. We still have 5 Hellions, and Blue Flame upgrade is coming up. Finally, the upgrade for the combat shield, so the Banshee will need 3 kills, 3 shots to get a kill. We have a harvester count is about even, 39 to 36, both of them with second base. Another Marine being killed by the Banshee, and there are a lot of Marines. He's playing really Marine heavy right now. And the Hellions engaging. They should definitely not engage before they have the Blue Flame upgrade. 70 to 70 supply. Ryung still trying to get a little bit more aggressive, but he is establishing a solid mech play. Is going not only for the Hellions but also for the tanks that he's building now. We have a couple of Hellions in the back. I'm still waiting for the Medivac to pop out, just to try to drop into the main base. The starport is done. Yeah, probably going for the mech play. Sorry for the drop play. We have a bunch of Marines now just streaming in. And no Medivac so far for Hart. He's just now getting the factory. Will he be able to do some damage with it? We don't have... Oh, he's killing the tank. Nice timing, but Blue Flame is done. He's splitting his army, and this is a very, very nice timing for Hart. The Hellions are already gone. He's going in with additional units. The bunker holds though, and we have already a bunch of Reapers in the bunker. So very well played so far. Hart with a nice attack, but Ryung holds. He lost a lot of units though, but so did Hart. He is down to 15 Marines now with combat shield and stim and +1. He tried to attack. He killed a siege tank. He killed a few units, but in the end, the Terran player for Team Slayers, Ryung that is, he holds and is able to defend his base. 43 harvesters against 32. Yep. Ryung is now far ahead in his harvester count. Still one SCV, trying to scout, but the Hellion puts an end to it. Very well played so far by Ryung. The attack that Hart pulled off, he did some damage, but not enough. He only was able to kill 1 tank. I actually thought he would be able to do a little bit more damage, since we didn't have the siege tank upgrade for Ryung just yet. There's a couple of Hellions just trying to sneak past the defenses, and wow, there's nothing. He will be able to do quite a bit of damage. Oh! And he lines them up! He lines all of them up! This is a slaughter! And there are more Marines arriving, just trying to defend, but he already killed 24 workers in total. This was not really what Hart needed. Ryung is getting farther and farther ahead into this game. 33 harvesters against 49. And his income is just so much better, as you can see. 1,300 against 1,000 spiking. So a very nice situation for Slayers Ryung to be in. And he has such a huge force. There's not a lot that Hart can do right now. A couple of good drops would maybe tip the scales in his favor again, but so far it looks like Ryung is going to play a very solid game. The Banshee is still trying to be a little bit annoying with 2 kills in total. With the 3rd base now being built for Ryung, he definitely can get another command center, and he's getting more and more factories now, building the engineering bay. And yeah, it's looking pretty decent. Command center is gone. He can build a lot more SCVs now. Let's have a quick look into the main base of Hart. He's not getting any upgrades right now, and he's still on the map with his forces trying to make sure that there's no additional attack coming in, but the Hellions are already trying to sneak by at the bottom right. Is he really able to get into his opponent's mineral line once again with his Hellions? That would be so devastating for Hart. He is already down 12 harvesters, and he doesn't even build a third base, so this is just a huge problem for the blue Terran player, for TSL Hart. The Hellions trying to get in again, and there in the back is another drop, not doing any damage at all, but wow, that was close. Just denying access to his main base. Slayers, Ryung is not able to kill any more harvesters. He is trying to, but he is not, because Hart is shutting everything down, but he is still ahead in this game. We once again have the sensor towers in order to make sure that there's no drop play going on. Very well positioned by Ryung. The tank count is up to 10 tanks against none. We have 12 Hellions, 12 Blue Flame Hellions, and it's only a matter of time when Ryung is moving out, and that's apparently exactly what he plans on doing right now. He's starting to put on the pressure, starting to move out. A fourth base being built by Ryung. The third base about to be established at the left side of the map. There's one scan going off, but the expansion has not been spotted just yet. There will be a planetary fortress. At the bottom we have one missile turret welcoming his opponent's army. And is he going to defend, or is he just going to put on pressure on his own? The Hellions are on their way. We have the command center being upgraded to a planetary. And Hellions everywhere. The tanks are moving out as well. There's the scan going off. He sees the command center being built. We have another command center being built for Hart as well. So both of them trying to get another one, but still with a base to the left and already being saturated with mules and the SCVs that will probably be transferred. There they are. It is looking very, very good for Ryung right now. He's making sure that his bases are safe. He's getting additional upgrades. He's on +1. Is on +1 melee mech upgrades. At the same time adding more factories, getting additional upgrades. The +1 attack being researched right now, and once again Hart with the attempt to apply nukes into the game. He's trying to get 2 Ghost Academies. He's on 136 supply against 176. Upgrade wise we have Hart on 1 upgrades. Yep, there it is. Second sensor tower for Ryung, so he is once again aware of everything that's happening. There's one Marine at the top left, that's all there is to it. We have personal cloaking being researched for Hart's ghosts, and now +2/+2 for our Terran player in the blue. He's getting his bio upgrades, bio against mech, and we also have still a couple of Hellions to the right side of the map. They might be able to sneak in, and over the course of this game we have the orbital command for Hart now trying to position a third base. 180 supply against 145, 57 against 51 harvesters. It's all about the positioning right now. Here's a small force for Hart. It already has been spotted. And there are tanks going strong. There's the 4th orbital. Trying to position himself. Dominating the skies as well, of course. 8 Vikings against 1. First nukes are being produced. Ghosts are being built. We have another command center for Ryung being constructed, and +3 attack already lined up, +2 attack for the mech army. It's about to finish very, very soon. 16 tanks, 24 Blue Flame Hellions. There's the army just streaming down, clearing the Xel'Naga watchtower. He needs to be careful. Hart needs to be very, very careful with what he does now. Personal cloaking is about to be done, then he can start his nuking. Let's see if it's going to be effective. Tanks are slowly but steadily creeping forward, and personal cloaking is done. There's the army for Hart. Tanks in the back, and he's scanning ahead once again. But what exactly can he do? There's the army. Wow, the ghosts are being killed. They are in the pathway of the Hellions. One of them is being killed, doing a good job, and there's a nuke. Where's the nuke being placed down? There it is, and the ghost has been scouted. This nuke is not doing anything at all, but the Hellions are taking down the harvester line. 48 workers have been killed in total. There's the army at the bottom. By Hart is trying to attack well into the siege tank. Not the smartest idea that he had today. It's looking pretty grim for Hart now. Let's be honest about it. Ryung is looking very, very strong. It's looking pretty grim for his opponent. We have another base of trying to get into position at the top left. There are already a couple of missile turrets being produced. And with only 33 against 61 harvesters, it is not looking good for TSL Hard. Ryung is in a very, very good position. He is trying to siege forward in order to pressure his opponent's base. And the Bioforce, it just doesn't hold a candle to what Ryung brings to the table. This is not enough. 3 additional nukes are now being produced, and here we have a small drop at the bottom, but no, this drop is not doing a lot. It dies, and only 1 Marauder might be able to deal some damage. That's all there's to it. There's another force streaming in, but well, the tanks are ready. He's attacking into the tanks. He's suiciding his army basically. There's no chance he can be successful, and this has to be an 80 supply against 188. The 4th base being established at the top left. Ryung moving in for the kill, trying to take down his opponent's army. The ghosts are dying, the marauders are dying as well. This is just too much. We have 50 workers killed against 10. This is GG. Slayers Ryung taking the best of 3 series. Hard leads the game, and therefore we have Ryung advancing in Code A. Alright guys, the next series that we're going to cast is going to be Tasia against Lucky. Probably the most interesting, the most evenly matched game that we are witnessing on the B stream today. And yep, that's the next game. We are having a quick break, waiting for the players to set up their gear, and then we are starting with the Terran versus Zerg as the last best of 3 on the B stream.